They wore it on the field. Now you can wear it everywhere. Shop now and get free shipping at NFLshop.com.
It's the way to play moment of the game. Isaiah, take me through it.
Here we go. So this is the fella that you want to pay attention to. Tyron Herring has an interception earlier in the game. And not only can he catch the ball and take it the opposite way, but he comes up and can place the big hit. You're always looking for cornerbacks and on your team that is willing to not only make plays in the pass game, but can you come up? Are you willing to put your hat on somebody else and break the ball up? You saw it right there. He's showing all the intangibles. He's not just talking it.
No, not just talking. He has certainly been active. He was active all week. And it's not a surprise to see him take what he did in practice and put it on display in games that you create on the practice field, ultimately show up when the lights are bright.
When you start talking about defensive backs, right, there's only so much you can show in practice. You can show your cover skills with a physicality standpoint, but that doesn't show up into the game.
Yeah, he's showing up. He's been lights out.
So at the start of this fourth quarter, there's kind of the best opportunity. Oh! We got an INT here.
Big man interception.
The big fella. Garber's his set pick of the game.
Oh, we're not surprised. Are we surprised?
JJ
Pegues has gotten it. The two-way player. They got to play the little tight end. Soft hands, big fella.
Tight end, wildcat, quarterback, fullback, running back, wide receiver, and he happens to like interceptions as well.
How about that? Man.
For Pegues, what a moment for him. And you can see his teammates, but they're gonna get excited just because it's the interception. But on top of that, you can see really the joy on the football field. Pegues.
I'm not giving this to nobody else. Give me that.
We heard about his popularity with some of his teammates. That on full display.
One hand.
Yeah.
One hand.
Oh, let him know.
Yeah.
The J's on? Is the Air Jordans on? Does he know he's serious, man? Big man wearing J's.
Right on cue, as I said, the best opportunity for the West team to find some points, and it's another turnover for this squad.
This is my favorite part of this entire game. I mean, I just celebrating each other. You see guys you just met.
They got the backdrop. They can take these pictures.
Absolutely.
They can put it on the gram. Let everyone know that they played well. You got to love a big man interception.
Got continuity, though, Buck, right? You just met these guys. You just met these guys this week. You didn't play with them before. You didn't play Little League with them. You didn't play high school, college. These are all guys that you just met, and you have that kind of continuity. You're celebrating each other in the plays that you make.
Thor working out of the gun. Little dump off. Isaiah Nayer with the reception. We talked to the coaching staff, and they said, hey, it's becoming more common to see a guy have multiple stops, and it's almost rare when it's a four-year guy at one university. Look at Nayer's pass, Wyoming, Texas, Nebraska. That speaks to the evolution of what we're seeing in the college game.
Yeah, the college game has obviously changed with the NIL, but you factor that along with the fact that big receivers are not necessarily in vogue. They're not really in the know right now, so you have to kind of find your fit when you're that size. I mean, you talk about somebody who's 6'4", 220 pounds. He's not going to fit in every system.
But he can fit if he's a good special team.
Absolutely.
Form a little bit of time.
Oh, good tackle.
Again, Nayer.
Good tackle. Shallow Sanders coming up.
Let's love it.
Great tackle.
Shilo did a really good job of just closing on this. You'll see him on the backside of the screen right here. He's going to see it. Look at the decisiveness he had there. As soon as he saw the receivers coming across, he put his foot in the ground. He came downhill. Wasn't no question marks. Wasn't playing. Am I supposed to? No. He said, I'm going to seed ball. I'm hitting ball.
Oh, here we go on a 4th and 1. So we see some personnel changes.
Oh, boy.
Substitutions over here.
Fourth down. You heard Marquise Williams talking to Jane at halftime, not happy on some of the execution that we've seen, some sloppy moments at times. And once again, all-star game, some of these players haven't even practiced with the team, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, trying to figure it out, but standard is the standard, and he wants those guys to play well. And the situation of football has not necessarily been exactly what they wanted, but overall, his team has played really well.
So right now, the East is in domination mode, on top 25-0. Nothing better than the defense celebrating with another turnover.
Make me go loco, make me go loco. Make me go loco.
Come see the Royal Caribbean.
I was out on a delivery when I came across a snake, a rattler.
FedEx presents Tall Tales of True Deliveries.
There we were, driver versus reptile. Our battle was legendary. Wait a second. You don't own a pet snake, do you? Maybe now my friends will believe me.
If this is what we did for one delivery, see what we can do for your business. FedEx.
Chunky is spicy, and it's good to be spicy. I'm talking hunks of fiery, delicious protein. Oh, is it hot in here? Or is it just chunky? Soup that eats like a meal.
To all of these men, I want to say that football is not just a game, but a way of life. This is what I believe football is all about. This is why it's a great game.
Possibility. At Shriners Children's, we deliver healing to kids with critical burn injuries, like game-changing advances in regenerative medicine and creating the highest standard of care. We never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs, proving time and again what's possible by empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Back here in the 100th edition of the East-West Shrine Bowl, your all-practice team. This the West squad. Not surprising seeing some of the names because coaching staff was loving up this guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at some of the guys from Cal, Noah Williams that we talked about. Okay, we obviously talked about Jordan Phillips. All right, Taj Brooks. The juice was loose.
And Buck on the East, yeah, you were telling me you think Kyle McCord's got a chance.
Yeah, Cal McCord has a chance to be a top 100 player if he takes care of business over the next few months. Arondé Gaston showing up on that list. A lot of guys had really good practice weeks. Some of them have also been able to carry it over to great game performance.
All right, so we got Taj Brooks trying to give his team just a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, we were talking about culture, right? How difficult it is within an all-star setting to keep able to get galvanized.
85, offense. Penalties enforced half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Looks like he's cramping these little pickle juice, but you're talking about how difficult it is to galvanize a team within a 1 week span and get all these guys on one page. You talk about Marquise Williams right there. He's done one heck of a job. We saw him in the meetings. We saw the presence that we had. We saw the continuity that his team had. But if we can go back to the clip of the last turnover and show exactly what he was doing on that particular play, he was the hype man. How often do you get to see a head coach tell you to go celebrate after you make a play? A lot of times they're telling you to chill out, don't get a penalty, whatever it might be. But on that last turnover, he was actually telling his team to go celebrate and take a picture.
I'm actually glad that you bring that up because when we're inside that coaches meeting, you can tell he not only wants his players to embrace this experience, but the guys on this coaching staff, he's trying to lift everyone up.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic listening to him blow everybody up. And you can see the energy that it displays. And it shows right now. We talk about, hey, man, send everybody over. Everyone celebrate. One of the things that he talked about doing was really trying to build a team, build a culture and camaraderie. And we've seen that certainly play out today.
Now, this is also a guy that's got experience. Remember a couple years ago when this game was in Vegas, I got an opportunity. The entire Atlanta Falcons staff was one of the coaches of the team. And you could tell, like, Marquise kind of had that X factor.
Yeah, he definitely did. And from the time that he stepped in the room, you talked about coaches having command, right? They having a presence. That's exactly what he had. Not only did he have that, but he was beyond organized. All these coaches were on the same page. They knew everything about every single one of these players. When you start talking about coming into an all-star game, having 75 guys on your roster, and all your coaches knowing everything about these guys, that says a lot about your preparation.
Yeah, preparation was definitely apparent. They knew their roster. They came in with a plan. And that experience, having been in this game 4 times, he knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish.
All right, in just a couple moments here, we will be joined by a special guest. I'm eager. Like, last 5 minutes, he's standing here. I just want to get his take on everything that we're talking about, team building, guys that he is watching. All right, finally, thank you. Eddie George, what's good, man? It's awesome to have you in the booth.
I'm glad to be here. Well, first of all, you talk about preparation. Kudos to you guys. These names here. You guys are working tonight, man. I mean, this is an awesome deal. I played this game in 1996 in Palo Alto, and just to see the guys, talk about camaraderie, the energy. You only had 5 or 6 days to really get to know one another, try to form a team bond, and you just have so much. I had so much respect for my peers, my players that I played against in college, admired, and it's just awesome to see. But you guys are really doing a great job tonight, keeping it with all these guys.
Well, we got Max Brosmer in. Had some turnovers early. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Okay. Look at those shoulder pads. It's just different times. It's a different time now.
Hey, we was banging back then. It was a physical game. Hey, if I played now, I probably can, play in 13 years, 15 years. Back then, man, we were seeing Baltimore twice, Pittsburgh twice, Jacksonville twice, Cleveland twice, Cincinnati twice. And it was black and blue division, the old AFC Central.
So we were talking about how you can hear these pads popping. How much does that excite you as this game has evolved so much? When you hear them pads pop, you get some flashbacks?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm coaching now, so I relish in that.
Yeah.
We do 9 on 7.
There you go.
we do go live. Okay. I told the line now, it's still a physical game. And we see it now, man. I mean, the most physical teams are going to win. You look at college, Ohio State, Notre Dame in the national championship game. FCS level, it was North Dakota State, Montana State, and now in the league. You got Philly and Kansas City, 2 physical teams. And, it always comes back to being violent and physical.
Corey Connor with the reception. Speaking of a guy who's physical, we've seen some tough runs for him. And you made reference to it, played in this game. I got to imagine these players are trying to soak in as much knowledge from you. What are some of those messages that you give some of these players that want to have the type of career that you did?
Well, I told them last night, you got to begin this journey with the end in mind. And if you have, it's a challenge to get to Canton, but if you have Canton aspirations, it takes Canton type of work ethic, a mindset, a different sacrifice that you're going to have to do.
Flag on the play as Brosmer lofts that up.
So that's what I tell them, man. You have to approach it like a professional. Be the first one in, last one to leave. When you're in the meeting rooms, sit in the front row, prepared. Even if you don't have a note to take, show that you're eager. Get with the key veteran.
Interference, number 14, defense. Ball he placed at the spot of the foul. An automatic. First down.
How much of a benefit is it to have these professional coaches, NFL coaches, being in the meeting rooms and coaching these young fellas up?
It's huge because now they're getting a sense of what life is going to be like when you walk into the doors of the NFL organization. And you're always auditioning. From this point on to if they get drafted, they get to a camp, they're going to be extremely busy from this point on till next year. And they're going to have to really adhere to it. Like, cool will get you cut. Troy Vincent said this last night. If you go in there with the hoodie on and thinking, you're just going to make the team just by throwing your helmet on the field, it's not going to happen. That guy that's hungry, that's undrafted, is going to come in there and try to take somebody's job. So it's a dog-eat-dog world, man. And you got to go in there with that mindset to go get it. You know, you just want to get your foot in the door, whether it's the first pick of the draft or the last pick of the draft or a free agent. You got to go in there. You have to have a dog mentality and go get it.
Yeah, man. Before I let you talk to him, like, because right now he's in full coach mode.
Oh, yeah.
And he's in full coach mode. I can tell he's used to giving pregame speeches and getting people going. I got to ask you, how is the transition going? Done a great job at Tennessee State, like they're up and going. But how has it been personally for you to make that transition from being a player to now being a coach?
Well, first of all, I never thought I would be a coach. I was enjoying my life on the golf course, smoking my cigars, acting, doing my thing. But coaching was a calling. And when I was presented with the opportunity, it resonated on my spirit. And I was like, oh, no, Eddie, don't do it. But it just called me. And I just thought of all the things that I can impart onto these young men in terms of wisdom and knowledge and helping them be their best selves. So I'm loving it.
Bros were getting chased around in the backfield. You love it?
Oh, I do. I mean, we had the first couple years where it was a learning lesson for me. I mean, never coached before, so I had to really get my sea legs and really wrap my arms around the entire process and the job that it would take for me to be successful at an HBCU or just in school in general. So getting that under my legs for the first 2 years was to understand what's going on. Then it was time to be understood. Now it's here's the blueprint. This is what we're going to do. I didn't come in making a whole lot of declarations. I had to figure out recruiting, had to figure out APR, had to figure out academics, how to get information back and forth. So it was a challenge. So I love what I do. We had great success this year. Won the OVC championship, first time in 25 years, and looking to go back another year and try to do back-to-back and try to get to a national championship.
So get after it. Efton Chisholm, by the way, on the return. There is a flag on the play. Eddie, absolute pleasure having you in the booth. Congratulations.
During the kick, holding number 14, return team. Appeal to force half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
So we will hit the break here. We will get back to game action. Once again, thrilled to have you in here. Awesome to see the knowledge that you're imparting on a lot of these players. East in control. Look at that smile.
Some of the brightest stars in the NFL began their journey here, the College All-Star Games.
This is what I was meant to do.
Mayfield touchdown!
Brad McCarthy, welcome to the NFL.
The Reese's Senior Bowl, Saturday at 2:30 on NFL Network.
Up for an adventure?
Always. What is this place? You were the last to see the president alive.
A crew of pirates is coming.
The Disney Plus Hulu Max bundle.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is wow? Sinex? Breathe.
I was kind of playing a guessing game when it came to my health.
Now with Whoop, I know how my body works. I could conquer any day.
I know when to go hard and I know when to take it easy.
I've found my sense of recovery, both physically and mentally.
Whoop has given me the deepest understanding of the quality of sleep that I'm getting.
This year, find your focus. Join Whoop.
How are you feeling about the exam?
All good. If I don't sleep, I mean.
If it helps, I'm using Chegg. Total game changer.
Yeah, I've tried AI.
It's better than that. Step-by-step guidance, real human experts, and practice questions. So I know I've got it.
Maybe I should try.
Yeah, he definitely needs Chegg. Get a grip on college with Chegg.
Welcome back to the East-West Shrine Bowl. I'm here with Eric Galco. He is the director of football operations for this event. I didn't even know how this goes down. How do you find these guys and when do you invite them to this? Just sort of the backstory that goes into these rosters.
Yeah, for some of these guys, we watched them for 2, 3, 4 years. Max Brosman, particular Minnesota, saw him work out 4 years ago and now he's here. So it's a multi-year. Max Brosman, particular Minnesota, saw him work out 4 years ago and now he's here. So it's a multi-year process. I'm really proud of that. It started starts in the summer, working with college coaches, working with NFL teams, identifying which guys we want to see in the season, and then watching these guys play in the fall. And by about early November, we start sending those first invites out and partner with Oakley Sunglasses.
What has been your biggest takeaway from some of the practices this week?
I think it's been great to see our coaches work with our players. It's always great to see these coaches from different staffs work together, work with our players, get a chance to kind of see who they are as people too. But then seeing the guys that emerge, from guys like Phillips at Maryland, on and off the field, how he interacted with our patients, our NFL team, and of course in the field as well too. And seeing these guys rise in the process, it's really hard. These guys really change their starts with NFL teams, but when guys do it here in practice and in the game, it really matters.
What does it mean to you when you see some of these guys come back? I mean, last year, Steve Smith Sr. had so much to say about this event. I mean, he was so passionate about it. I'm like, listen, we got to keep these things short, Steve. And he just went on and on and on, seeing Whitworth and Eddie George. What does that mean to this event, to have those guys not only have it resonate to spend time with the kids, but just for themselves and their own careers?
Yeah, hearing from guys that have been through this, and even if the Shrine Bowl is just a one-week event for Eddie George and for Whitworth, these players are now in their shoes, and they can talk to Eddie George, who had a great college career and played in the NFL for a long time, or a guy like Andrew Whitworth, great college career, really unique path to where he's been. And I think these guys sometimes need to see, like, okay, I'm on the right path, I'm on the right journey. And hearing those stories at our banquet last night with Eddie George and Andrew Whitworth, you can see these guys kind of pop up and realize, okay, I can make it in the NFL too if these guys can.
You guys have had these events in some incredible places and stadiums. What's it like to have the perk of Jerry's World and AT&T Stadium?
Yeah, it couldn't be a better spot for our 100th year anniversary. We were talking about it this year and saying, hey, where can we go for the 100th year? And thankful for the Jones family allowing us to be here and celebrate the great history of this event and Shriners Children's in AT&T Stadium. Couldn't get any better than this.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a fun week. Guys, we'll send this back to you in the booth.
All right, Jane, great stuff with Eric, who's done a tremendous job with a lot of the evaluation of these players. Super helpful to us as we were preparing for this game. There's a context around some of these guys. Coaches obviously have been tremendous to get their take on the players. They've been in a lot of these meeting rooms with these guys, just sort of gushing over specific players. Steve Thornton, we were told he's athletic. Woo! Knows how to slide.
He does know how to slide because he was facing impending danger. So glad he was able to get down and avoid the big lip.
Right, Chisholm just came in the game. Danger. We've seen him with the ball in his hands on special teams. We've seen it a little bit on offense. See if he lines up on the outside or the inside. That's one of the guys I was talking about, has the versatility to play slot or be an outside receiver.
Thorne firing. Good pass.
Good breakup. Longer being.
Corey Brooks, the intended wide receiver. Well, Eric Galko just made reference to it. How about the since 2005, East West Shrine Bowl is given the Pat Tillman Award. So one of the players in the game, named after the 1998 Shrine Bowl defensive MVP out of Arizona State. The award honors a player who's exemplified character, intelligence, sportsmanship, and service both on and off the field. This year's winner, Jordan Phillips.
I mean, he's been a cast me out since we've been here. He's a guy that everyone talked about in practices. So to get the award, not only for his performance, but for all the other things, the intangibles that he displays.
He just drew a holding call on that play right there. That's right as you mentioned his name.
Yeah, we were having a conversation off air about
holding number 62, offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. We play second down.
I think I know which way I'd be leaning on the offensive MVP of this game. I'm just going to throw this out there, guys. Andrew Henry, I know he's not going to put up the biggest numbers. I'm not saying he should be the MVP. This is a guy who didn't practice with the team. He's having a really good impact.
Yeah, I mean, his ability, he's showing a lot in terms of his adaptability, right? To be able to come in. Sometimes you get called off the practice squad into the regular roster for another team, right? So being able to answer that call, you have to be able to respond, and he did so today.
As of now, 11 carries, 68 yards for the running back. Here's Thorne. Nice pocket.
Nice. Oh, man.
Joshua Simon, the intended target. We were told the most complete tight ends on this roster. All right, going back to the running backs. Guys who were teammates 2 seasons ago in New Mexico.
That's about that backfield.
I mean, getting it done on the ground. It's the first time I've really seen a team be able to rush the football like this in an all-star game. Normally, You throw it all over the yard, but this team has been very, very successful running.
Yeah, you talk about Ja'Cory Krosky-Moret. This is his second game of the year. Yeah. Second game. Talk about fresh legs, bro.
Fresh legs. Salad. Fresh.
Well, you bring that up. He only played that first game in the opener for Arizona. He was a transfer, eligibility issues, didn't play the rest of the way. So you're right, very fresh legs. Thorne, you kidding me? He's got an hour back there.
Don't go towards that guy.
And all that time, just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, turn inside and saw that big fella on your screen right there. Jordan Phillips running for about 15 yards. It's not the contact that you want.
He was coming. He was coming to get him.
Woo! Saw the hit from Simmons, who had some big body blows in that first half.
His presence is felt. It's the difference between being on the field, doing your job, and then being a guy who does your job and has your presence felt. He is one of those guys, a.k.a. a headhunter, but you better have your head on a swivel. Otherwise, you might be looking for your helmet.
So Lester collects just inside the 10.
Good coverage.
Good job on special teams.
Hop, skip, and a jump as the West offense will take over as we get another look at Jordan Phillips.
What are you doing pouring the milk first?
Jason, it's milk first, Cinnamon Toast Crunch second. That's how we won.
Oh, okay. Listen, I'm doing the same magical formula I did last week. That's why we won.
Yeah, okay.
Buy $30 of General Mills, earn a $10 gift card in the Fetch app.
Have you ever dreamt of getting 2 of your fave Wendy's items for $7? Like a spicy chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs? Well, today's the day your oddly specific dream comes true. Pretty good dream. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body liner. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Shake, shake.
It's temp fee. One shot makes you a soup for 24 hours.
Waiting for the break.
Jordan's sore nose let out a fiery sneeze, so Dad grabbed Puffs Plus lotion to soothe her with ease. Puffs Plus lotion is gentle on sensitive skin and locks in moisture to provide soothing relief. A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed. America's #1 lotion tissue.
Kick off Super Bowl 59 weekend with NFL Honors, hosted by Snoop Dogg. Find out who will be named the best of the best.
There's no act too small to make a difference in people's lives.
NFL Honors, presented by Invisalign, Thursday, February 6th at 9/8 Central.
You know, it's 100-year anniversary. Think of that. This isn't some flash in the pan. This has been going on. What I'm telling you about is one little piece of 100 years of history.
Hard-nosed throwback.
Oh, yeah. See that jersey in the background, though?
Clean. I'll just say this. Miami Dolphins, that should be their every day uniform. That should be their every week uniform. That throwback is nasty.
So right now, the East on top 25-0. East's defensive coordinator, Drew Wilkins, does a little thing with his team. We referenced it earlier in the game, but I got to bring it back here. He does it. He says it's call your shot. The shot that he called was put a 0 up on the board. He said, we're going to get the first shutout since 1969. Not for nothing. They might do it.
He said it with his chest, right?
Chest all the way out.
All the way out. Okay, he said that and he meant it. And now we're seeing it. We felt that energy, though, when in the meetings. And now, again, you're seeing it, man. The preparation that those guys had.
Guys, I am so mad at you right now. I've got Drew Wilkins over here. I had head coach Marquise Williams motion me over because we talked about him talking about that shutout. I said, don't worry, we're not going to say a thing. We're not going to jinx this. Head coach Marquise is right here. Hey, coach, remember I told you and Wilkins here that we weren't going to talk about it? They just talked about it. If anything happens, it's on them, guys. Do you hear that?
It's all on you guys upstairs.
We got James snitching on us.
James is over here snitching.
He's snitching on us, James.
That is just awful.
We got to finish the game.
There's a little baseball deal going on right now. You don't talk about those no-hitters and those shutouts and whatnot. Wilkins, by the way, very impressive.
Very, very, very impressive. Very influenced by Wing Martindale. He talked about the defense getting after it. They want to make it simple. They want to make it fast. And everything that he talked about in the meeting, we have seen reflected in the way that they've gone about their business.
I am going to feel bad if we jinx it. I feel like that was my fault.
They got to execute. Like, come on. No shamrocks.
But think about this. He not for nothing, man. Like he said, hey, we're going to get the shutout. And then in our meeting very separately, he said Herring was going to get a pick.
He did. He did. And we said, if you had to go get a quarterback right now, who do you want after him? I said Johnny Walker. Let's see if he comes through.
Johnny Walker's been really good today.
Brosmer taking off using his legs. I wonder how Drew's feeling right now, especially knowing that we might have jinxed this. Maybe not. We'll find out. It's got 2 minutes left in the game, and the East rolling.
That TV. It's like we're in the game.
I know. We had Best Buy install it.
Easy.
Bigger's better.
So we went big with everything.
Wing?
What if game day was even bigger? Best Buy, official sponsor of Super Bowl 59.
Instantly, DraftKings, you make the playoffs even more exciting. Legendary NFL coach Jim Moore. What do you think?
You kidding me? Instantly? Even if I don't win a playoff game?
Yes, Jim. Even if you don't win a playoff game.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Instantly?
Instantly.
Are you kidding me?
Who's calling these press conferences?
New DraftKings customers, download the app and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
We bring him funky back. We all know it's
They'll fit, right?
Definitely. It is a TX. Hey, Lexus, take me to 2121 Douglas.
Finding new ways to flourish along any avenue is how we turn roads less traveled into roads best traveled. Find more space to thrive with the Lexus TX.
What the know-it-all lacks in time spent on Earth, he makes up for in time spent watching football.
These days, offense wins championships.
Actually, of the last 23 Super Bowl winners, 16 have had top 10 defenses.
Be a football know-it-all with NFL Plus Premium.
Oh, I know we're geeked up for this on Saturday. The future stars of the NFL, they take center stage. The Reese's Senior Bowl will be there. Exclusive access and coverage on game days. The Reese's Senior Bowl Saturday, 2:30, live on NFL Network. Our colleagues, Charles Davis, Daniel Jeremiah, Rhett Lewis, will be on the call for that.
All right. So we talked about the potential of us jinxing this shutout.
There's no jinx, man. You just got to finish the deal.
Finish. That's what I'm saying.
Finish the deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see where Johnny Walker at. Johnny Walker Black. Here we go. Up at the top.
Now, we were told that the range had been 58 yards.
Oh, so anxious.
Like genuine?
Yeah.
Well played. Well played.
Neutral zone infraction, number 89. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
I'm mad I didn't think of that. I'm not.
What?
It's,
you got to be quicker.
Come on, so anxious.
Yeah.
Come on, that's an old training camp trick.
Hey, how long did it take you to do this 1.0?
Oh, man, we spent a lot of time on this, man, because, look, this is the only one that you need to pay attention to. Mock draft 1.0, even though there weren't some coaches in place when we did it, this is it. This is all you need to know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Whack. Oh, yeah, Whack.
Looks like we're moving the sticks here.
Oh, yeah,
Nothing has changed. Again, I think they need to get to, the 39, 38-yard line in order to be within his range.
Can we go after it? Here we go. Let's see.
I think you're right.
Man, I didn't think they were going to
Sauce.
be able to drive it from their own end, but here they go.
Shot! Miscommunication.
No man's land there.
The quarterback seeing coverage one way, the receiver seeing the coverage the other way. What some routes are supposed to convert, right? It looks like he ran a comeback. He thought the coverage indicated for him to be able to take it on the go. It's all things that you don't get when you don't practice enough together.
So right now we're looking for a closer.
Yeah.
If you're on defense, you're looking for someone who can close it out. Is there a pass rusher in the house tonight? Can someone stand up and finish it off? You're a movie buff. I thought you would know. Like if there's someone in the house, and I thought I'd be able to sneak that in.
That was alley by. I missed that one.
I thought you'd be able to get a little 5
You
heartbeat.
Dwayne Wade. I was just on Ron James.
I thought you'd have to get a little 5 heartbeat.
Roseman just taking a profit here. See what we can get.
Getting close.
Yeah, just creeping a little bit
They need
closer.
about 4 to 5 yards. And I think they're in range.
Okay, you got my guy warming up over there.
Where's he at?
The kicker warming up over there.
The net looks empty over there.
He's over there taking steps.
No, he is taking
steps. Over there warming up.
School record, 6 field goals of at least 50.
I think that was the first down. They're in range. They're in range. He's over there warming up on the net.
You can't kick a field goal. You're down 25. You're down 25.
And right now they're on
You're right.
Can't kick a field goal.
But I'll say it. Roseman looks pretty good here on this drive.
Listen, he
does.
But right now, the one thing that you can't go out with is you can't go out with the donut hole.
We're kicking. Oh man, you know how bad it is.
You can't win the game, right?
Exactly. So
the
kickers need love too. They're getting scouted.
We're playing for pride.
They're not kicking extra points. You got to give them an opportunity to get a big field goal.
Oh, there we go, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker.
Johnny on the spot. We talking about Johnny Walker. Johnny on the spot. Right here is where he's at.
Oh, he got that. That's his moment.
Listen. I don't know if we can run it back again, but what he did, he shot his hands up. As soon as the lineman put his hands up to try to knock his hands down, he dipped underneath. Really good job.
Isaiah, if you think about it, he's been able to execute this move from both sides. We've seen him do it off the left and the right. Some guys get pigeonholed and only being able to play on one side. Johnny Walker showing some versatility.
For what it's worth, doing the math here, a 60-yard field goal is what we are looking at. Drew's looking up, going, where are we at?
No pressure. No pressure on you.
60 yards. You trying to beat
Lynn Sauls from Pittsburgh. Left-footed kicker. They're on the left hash right now. That bodes well for him.
That little bear front, bear lineman looks like.
And they're dropping the coverage
dropped out.
Yards, yeah.
These dudes playing for a field goal.
They are.
You sound so disappointed.
Oh, man, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Drew Wilkins right now. He's sweating.
He's sweating it out. Roseman cleans that up. Taking off. Got a little bit of space.
We got a little horticulture.
Laundry out there. That's going to hurt.
Oh, that hurts. 29 seconds left.
Holding number 70, offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay third down.
And if you're a coach, you have to love what Drew Wilkins is doing. Rotating fresh bodies in. They're going to finish the game off. Oh, that hurts now. That hurts. Isaiah, that hurts now.
That's major. That's
do the math major. So now we're looking at a 6. Isaiah, that hurts now.
That's major. That's
do the math major. So now we're looking at a 65-yarder.
That you don't have Brandon Aubrey on your team. So that's Brandon Aubrey range for the Cowboys. I know we're at the AT&T, but gave some of it back.
See what the call is.
They're going to kick it. It's going to be at the buzzer. They're going to kick a field goal. They're going to kick a field goal from 6.
Neutral zone infraction, number 91. Defense, unabated the quarterback. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
This Sauls is thinking, I wouldn't mind taking the attempt.
No, so listen, 27 seconds left on the clock. That hurt. Take it back. 29 seconds left on the clock. You have one timeout left, right? That means that you probably have about 3 plays left, depending if you want to keep it within the boundaries of.
If this was the Apple Cup, if this was the Apple Cup and y'all are getting hammered by the Cougs, hey, this is what we're doing.
You're trying to get somebody drafted. You give them a chance to get a 60-yard field goal.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, there you go.
There it is. That's
smart. Got out of bounds.
Taj Brooks. I'll throw this out there. Bucky, you were at this game a couple years ago in Vegas. Jake Moody. The offensive.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh. This is what we're doing.
I love it. Let's go.
We can't even rush. We can't even rush on this.
I am excited for Ben Sauls right now. I am excited for this young man. Left-footed kicker out of Pittsburgh.
You know what I call a timeout.
Kicking it from the 45. This is a 50.
We can't even rush it. I'm gonna call a timeout. We're gonna freeze him.
He did it.
No disrespect, Ben. No disrespect. No disrespect. Let's go get it. You know what? We're going to get Chase. We're going to get this. We're going to block it.
For Sauls, his long is 58. We were told the range is in this neighborhood, so get an opportunity for the pit kicker.
This is exciting.
Who has a school record to avoid the shutout.
I love this.
The Apple Cup.
I love this.
The Apple Cup. We don't want the Cougs to shut us out. So we're going to call a timeout. And the Husky kicker's going to run on the...
Think about this. Hey, if you're a kicker and you're playing in the East-West Shrine Bowl, right? You don't get a chance for extra points, right? You haven't had a field goal attempt all day. This is your chance.
Look at Shane Bourne.
Shane's loving it. Let's see.
Shane loving it.
If I drill a 55-yard field goal in the East-West Shrine Bowl, I'm most likely getting drafted.
I mean, look, this is a great simulation for the pressure. Let's see if he can knock it down. See what he's able to do.
Operation was good. Let's go. Oh,
no good. Sauls might still get drafted.
The distance was there.
Yeah.
Operation was good.
Hey, man, look, at the end of the day, if you're Drew, we can't run all that. Like, that was great. Operation down, snap, whole spot, all that stuff that we normally say on a thing, just a little wide.
It was a breeze. It was a breeze in here. Look at Wilkins.
Day one, Drew Wilkins on the board.
Call the shot.
I'm calling the shot is what he told his guys. First shutout since 1969. That's what he said before the game.
Best formation in football, a little victory. This is a little different victory. Victory formation. Oh.
King.
Blouses.
Good job, fellas.
Good job. Fun game, man. Fun game. Fun to watch these guys run around and kind of do their thing. We can talk about all the pro stuff, the draft and all that, but this is something that they will remember for a lifetime. These friendships will continue.
Yeah, these are memories that don't go away, right? You talk about the locker room, you talk about the practice, the experience of being exposed to Hall of Famers and Hall of Famers in the East-West Shrine Bowl, Hall of Famers in the NFL, all this access. These are all things that you're going to cherish for the rest of your life.
So we had Eddie George up here. We had Andrew Whitworth up here. Both of those guys echoing what you're describing. Relationships that were formed in this game that will now last a lifetime.
They gave him Shane Bourne came over and gave him the game ball. Gave him the game ball.
That's awesome.
You guys talked about how this was a fun one. It did have a little bit of everything. Yeah, you had some offense. You also had some defense and putting some pressure on a quarterback. A little bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, you talk about Target Hemingway and the rest of the committee up front. These guys, you got Johnny Walker causing havoc in the backfield. You never felt like the West team had an opportunity to sit back there comfortably and deliver the ball, right? Everything was always rushed. They were unable to be able to sit back and throw an accurate ball all night long because of this pressure.
Yeah, no, look, this is exactly how you wanted to see this defense play. They played fast. They were physical. They did a great job of finishing. Man, when you're looking at this tape, there are a lot of good things that you'll pull from these performances.
We'll head down to the field in just a few moments and get your offensive and your defensive players of the game. James Slater will also have some interviews. We know we'll hear from the head man, Marquise Williams, who once again not only tried to create a team very quickly, not just with the players, but with the coaching staff. We've done this. You guys have been involved in a lot of those coaches' meetings before. This cohesive unit for a collection of guys that weren't necessarily familiar with each other, right? I mean, Marquise told us, like, I didn't know some of these guys, but I'm sitting in those rooms. I'm trying to take in, hey, what do you do really well? Where can I sprinkle in a little bit of my influence? How do we network? How do we rise as a group over the next couple of years or so? Because this fraternity, it's small for the players, it's small for the coaches.
Yeah, you talk about that fraternity, right? We talk about the opportunity for the players a whole bunch, right? And justifiably so. But for the coaches as well, right? Marquise Williams, or the opportunity, the trust that they have in him to be